You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and it's time for a LoopDeDoo. Design your own accessories and make them in minutes. I just like saying LoopDeDoo. LoopDeDoo, 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 LoopDeDoo. Ages 8+. Make bracelets, necklaces, belts, and more. It includes one LoopDeDoo spinning loom and 18 skeins of thread. Skeins or skeins? I'm not familiar with that word. Make fab and funky accessories in minutes, or make them with friends for hours. All right, so that's the other side. Just want to show you how colorful everything is. All right, LoopDeDoo is a new spinning loom that creates LoopDees. The hottest craft idea around LoopDees are colorful accessories that you design with embroidery thread and then spin with the LoopDeDoo in just a few minutes. It's a fab and funky look that you and your friends will love. With your LoopDeDoo, you can make a bracelet in under 10 minutes, make necklaces, belts, anklets, zipper pulls, and more. Be creative, change the thickness, colors, or looping style, and it's a whole new LoopDee. So here's kind of some examples, and of course she has a bunch on her wrists. How it's made: select your colors, thread the LoopDeDoo to create any thickness, spin the handle and guide the thread, creating your own designs as you go, tie the LoopDee off, and you're ready to wear it or share it. All right. Looks like it's going to be a fun learning curve here. So let me get it out of the box, come back, and we'll check it out. All right, so here we go. I'm getting a little nervous now because it's something I've never done before. So you LoopDeDoo experts, be patient with me. Instruction booklet, 2 metal clips, and then lots of thread. Now there's 2 rows here. I left it the way it came out of the package, but you see all the colors, top and bottom. And then your LoopDeDoo machine. So let's just see. Let's move some things out of the way. I'm not ready to LoopDeDoo. I brought a ruler in, because it does say you need to take some measurements. And then I noticed some things moved here. I'm not sure if this comes out, but oh, it is a tray. So it's a storage tray on your LoopDeDoo. There's also a measurement here up to 11 inches. And then the bottom has these rubber feet, so I noticed that keeps it nice and stable on the tabletop. So this can open and close either way. I know it's a clicking sound, but okay, so there you go. There's that. Let's see. It says what's included right there. 18 skeins of embroidery thread. 2 alloy clips for making longer accessories, necklaces, and belts. All right. Select one of the 6 basic looping styles. All right, to me, nothing looks basic at this point. The swirl, the twist, the zigzag twist, the color block, and the loopy twist. Pick any color combination you like and as many threads as you want. LoopDees can be thick or thin and made with 1 thread or dozens. Determine your bracelet length. All right. Determine your desired bracelet length by measuring snugly around your wrist and adding 1 inch. Remember this measurement. You'll need it later for step 7 on page 11. All right. Let's see. Got a pair of scissors here. I'll start with green. Okay, I'm starting with the green. I'm hoping that there's just an easy way this just pulls. I can keep it looped in there. No, it will not let me do that. Let's see. Yes, it will. Okay. So around your wrist and measure 1 snugly. Okay. And then from there, 1 inch. So if I add an inch to that, okay. So now my total is this. Everybody knows my wrist. 9 inches stretched. Here, let me show you that so you could see it. 9 inches stretched. There you go. Okay, so that's my measurement. So now I know. All right, so next step, let's see. Make a starter knot. Gather your threads together. Because it doesn't say actually to cut anything. Wait, did I miss a step here? Oh, wait. Understanding your LoopDeDoo. Okay, so these are all the different hooks, the gear slot, the knob. So there's a turning here. Ooh, you see that? I didn't notice that. Okay, so that's neat. Your bracelet measurement. So we were at 9 inches. All right, got it. All right, so make a starter knot. Gather your threads together. So it doesn't say to cut anything just yet. So I want to double knot them onto a hook. Loosely wrapped thread. So what does it matter about my measurement then if it's all going to be 11 inches no matter what I do? Oh, for step 7. So back here, let's see. Let's not get too far ahead. End with a double. Okay, so that's where you, when you reach your desired length, tie a double loop knot. Okay, so that's how you finish it off. All right. I got to go back to here. Make a starter knot. So let me pick 3 threads. I'm going to do the green. And I'll set some out. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do black. I don't know why, green and black. That's my color combo right now. And then red. Where is the red? There is no red. Okay. Green, black, and orange. All right. Gather your threads together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Double knot them onto a hook. Okay, double knot them onto a hook. There we go. I'll just leave it out like that so that we can see what's going on. There's 1. And there is 2. This will be a thin bracelet, I guess. Okay, double knot it onto a hook. Okay, let's see. Create the core. Loosely wrap threads back and forth around hooks until you have the thickness you want. Wrap as few as 3 lengths for a thin loopy or up to 23 lengths for a thick one. Okay, tell you what, it's 2015, so I'm going nuts now. Let's do loosely 15. 1. Loosely. I don't want to pull too tight. 2. 3. Okay, I'm gonna stop at 5. 15 seems too aggressive for me. I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, I'm just not counting anymore. Okay, I like that. That looks nice and thick. Okay, there we go. Now we have the thickness we want. Length is the distance between the hooks. Stop wrapping at the end, opposite your starter knot. Okay. Hold on to thread, but don't cut yet. Opposite the end of my starter knot. So my starter knot is here. So this is the opposite end. So hold on to thread, but don't cut yet. Whew, wow. Getting nervous. It says it's normal for your hooks to change alignment, and that's what's happening here. If you look, this hook is going up, this hook is going down. Okay, it says it's normal for your hooks to change alignment in this instance. To thread your loop-de-doo, just turn the knob so one hook is pointing towards you. Okay, kind of like this one. Okay. And away from you. Okay. Then wrap the threads in a large circle around the hooks. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, measuring the looping thread. Looping thread is what you'll wrap around the core to create the design of your loop-de. To measure your looping thread, continue wrapping threads around hooks. For a thin loop-de, wrap 4 additional lengths. For a thick loop-de, wrap 6 additional lengths. Remember, 1 length is the distance between the hooks, so every time you wrap around 1 hook, that is counted as 1 length. Cut the remaining thread. Okay, so let's just say we are going to do the swirl. For a thin loop-de, we have 4 additional lengths. Okay, so we'll do 4 additional lengths. I wonder if these are going to be pulled out again. 1. 3. Right, because each one is 1. Wow, I've used almost all the thread on these. Ooh, my green came out. 3. Now that's not fair. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Boop. Popped out. Okay, I have no idea how many I've done now. Okay, so the looping thread. Okay, so now I need to cut. Didn't say anything about finishing at any particular spot. Okay. Okay, remove the looping hooks, so I could just do whatever I want here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is that enough? I have no idea. So now I've taken all that off. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is nerve-wracking. Create an attachment loop. At hook opposite of your start knot, hold all threads together. Okay, so that's over here. Hold all threads together. Place your looping threads over the top. Pull them through. Over the top. Pull them through. Pull tight about fingers. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to tie that, but it doesn't show. Let's see. It's there, then over the top, and through. This is killing me. Let's do that again. I know, it probably sounds so simple to everybody. Place your looping threads over the top, okay? Like this. So they just show it like that. Oh, now pull this through. Okay. And then pull them through, and then pull tight about a finger's width away from the hook. Okay. That's about a finger's width away. Put your looping thread through the attachment loop you just created. Okay. Back through here now. I do it this way. I'm finding this really challenging, everybody. Okay, I wasn't supposed to do that. It looks like it just shows this going through like that in the picture. Pass the threads through the loop you created in the step so it makes a knot. Your LoopDeDoo is now threaded, and it's time to loop. So this has got to go back through here, I think, to make a knot. Okay, probably did that totally wrong, but you know, gotta start somewhere. Hold the looping thread guide along. Okay, so hold the looping thread and guide it along the core as you turn the knob with your other hand. Tip: always keep the looping threads pulled taut so you get a nice tight wrap. All right, here we go. So that's it. It doesn't tell me what to do. How to make all the unique styles. Let me just do this. Let me just try it. Oh, I see. All right. Let me start that a little tighter. Move this. Oh, the style guide. Okay, so they do tell you all the different styles in the style guide. Zigzag twist. So it says, works best with 4 or more threads. Select 2 or more threads and place the rest through the gear slot by the attachment loop. Oh, I'm already confused. Twist the threads in the same direction as you are going. Guide the thread spacing at randomly. When you get to the end, tie a double loop knot and place the remaining thread through the gear slot by the starter knot. Flip the LoopDeDoo device around, select your next thread, repeat. Okay. For that, they wanted you to take 4, but I only have 3. So you would put it through here. Looks like just leave it resting here, but I'm just going to do a straight, easy one. I think I've challenged myself enough today. Just a twist. probably want to see that a little closer. I probably shouldn't let go of that, but let me just zoom in the camera here so you can see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, got a little loose there. I guess once you get a feel for it, you understand the principles, you'll be much better at it than me. Getting to the end. Okay. So I had enough. Okay. Whew. My first one. I'm still happy with it. Okay, here we go. Step 7. So now I've looped away. So I've looped away. And when you reach your desired length, diatouble, okay. When you're okay, Let's just say that is my desired length, I guess. 9 inches. Right now we're at just about 10. Not the whole length here. So it's close. It's really close. When you reach your desired length, I guess I could stop, so I didn't have to go all the way. So let me check this again. So let me see. So we're at 1, this is 0 to 1 inch, 2 to 10. So it's 11 inches. So let me come back. Okay, so right there, that's my desired length. Well, holding the finished threads in place, put your loop threads over the top. Okay, over the top. Put your loop, okay, pull them through. Okay, pull them through. Okay. That's snug now. Pull tight and repeat. Okay, so I did pull tight and repeat. Okay, I did it 3 times, just to be safe. Okay, step 7, step 8, finishing knots. Cut the threads close to the hook by the start knot, but don't cut the looping threads. What? But don't cut the looping threads. What's the looping threads? Cut the threads close to the hook by the starter knot. Ooh, I ended up by the starter knot. But don't cut the looping threads. I guess these would be the looping threads. Separate all threads in half, making sure there are some looping threads in each half. Alright, I'm thoroughly confused now. Not sure exactly what they're saying there. Cut the threads close to the hook by the starter knot, but don't cut the looping threads. That makes no sense. Cut the threads. Probably the ones that are tied on there maybe, but don't cut the looping threads, I guess. Okay, let's see. Leave the loop. I got 3. Okay. Then take it off, it looks like. Separate all threads in half, making sure there's some looping threads in each half. Okay. Wow, they sure make this confusing. Okay, so I'll do black, red, orange. Black, red, orange. Okay. All right. Tie a single knot. All right, I did. Tying your loop-dee by pull half of the thread through the attachment loop and tying a double knot. So half through your loop-dee. That doesn't make any sense again. Boy, they sure make this confusing. So this ends good. So maybe I got to put this through this. Okay. and tying another double knot. Let me tie another double knot. That was a single. Alright, so I guess, you know, my learning curve is everybody else's learning curve. Okay, double knot this time. One. Well, there's not much there to tie. Yeah, I can't tie that one easily. Hold on. Get this out of the way because I don't need that. I guess I can get rid of this, huh? Let me see. It doesn't say not to, so it's the extra thread. Alright, I think I'm close. Close enough. Close enough! There. And let's see. Let's see. I think it'll fit without breaking. Let me roll it on. Get over the thumb. There you go. My hand is turning red. Okay, there. Ooh. Ah. Well. It's actually pretty snug in regards to the loops here. It's my first one. Maybe I'll wear it the rest of it today on the videos I have, so people say, where did you get that bracelet? Well, I made it on my LoopDeDoo, which I struggled all the way through. But that's okay. What else can you do? Except try it a few times and practice and study those instructions. So there you go. I made my first LoopDeDoo bracelet. Makes twisted accessories in minutes. Not for me, by the way. And if you want to see other stuff like this, we will have a link in the description, or as always, you can search our channel. And for those of you that want to give me a lesson in the comments, I appreciate it. Maybe I'll do it again at a later date. But for now, thanks for watching. Later. Well, the video's not over because I wanted to actually try it one more time for you. And I made a twisted loop. Okay, once I figured out how to do that, here's the one I made the first time. So now I'm starting what's called a color block, and I'm kind of getting a better idea of how it works and how to finish the end. So basically now, if you look at the ends here, here's where you're tucking in. Here, let me show you. So these can come out. So what I'm doing is a color block. So as you can see, I started with the green, then the orange, and now it's going to do blue. So you take your threads, okay, you leave your blue out, and now you tuck the other in the slot. Now you have to turn this so it's in the right spot, and then you tuck them in here like this. And then leave them hanging there. And now I'm going to spin the blue. Okay, and I kind of just push them off to the side. And I'll show you. So you want to keep this tight. I also noticed that you want to keep this tight, your finger tight to the bracelet. And then you just slowly turn. You see that? And of course, the more precise you are, and the tighter you hold it, the tighter your bracelet's going to be. And then when you get it to the length you want, in regards to matching them all the same size. See, these are kind of all the same size. So you're going to hold that. You're going to come back and do another knot, a loop over knot. I'm much better at the loop over knot now. And then that color. Ooh, I tied it too close. There we go. Too far, I mean. I'll give it another one just to be safe. I'll double knot it. So that color is done. So now you can pull out your other colors, which are hanging here. Okay. And then, you know, it does take a little management of your strings. So now I have green, orange, blue. So now I need to isolate my whiter off-white. And put the rest through the end again. Okay. So you just make sure you line this up to slip these through. It does take a little wiggling. There. Pull tight. Now these on the end are just going to kind of hang there. They will twist up, but they're meant to just spin and stay out of the way. Let me give you a nice top-down view of that. Now, I shouldn't have let go of that, but... let me start that over there. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So I'm kind of using my pointer finger to stabilize and my thumb to try to keep it stabilized. Now if you notice these, my first two were not as tight as these two because I'm starting to understand how it's all working. Okay, once I get the length I think I want, take the other colors out. All right. And they were twisting around, so you gotta catch it, bring it all back. Okay, now double knot this. Oops. There's a lot of moving and kind of adjusting you need to do, it seems. That's where I want my knot. See that? Now, some I did double, some I didn't. It's up to you. As you can tell, it's starting to all twist and move around. So now I need green. So isolate your green. And pull your other two colors back, three colors back. Put them in the slot. Alright, so the few things I could just suggest here, now that I've made a few, is just one, take your time. Two, go slow. Well, that's take your time. Concentrate. That's one of them. Okay, so I think that's pretty close to where I need to be. Now, here's the confusion I had the first time, which I tend to kind of understand now what they're trying to say, but it's not very clear in the instructions. Because if you have a thick wrist, you're going to have a hard time tying the ends off. Come on, get back there. Alright, that didn't loop well. There we go. Alright, so there they all are, all twisted up. Now they're calling these the loop lines. In the instructions it said, I'll show you now, where the confusion is, I think, is that they're calling these the loop lines. These, when you're cutting to finish your bracelet. Now, remember, mine ended about here the first time. Right about here the first time. So there isn't much. So they actually show you taking the scissors and cutting across. Which, if your bracelet's here, you don't have much to tie on. So you have to make some adjustments here because it's not that easy to do. So they do want you to cut this off. And make sure you have enough to tie because you need that now. What they didn't want you to do is cut these shorter yet. So the instructions, you'll see, it gets a little confusing. Finishing knots. Cut the threads close to the hook by the starter knot, but don't cut the looping threads. That was confusing, Mike, because those are really the looping threads to me, but they're calling these the looping threads. So they should have isolated them somehow. And then separate all threads in half. So now you've got your bracelet this way. So they want all threads isolated in half. So you know you've got colors. I guess colors don't really matter. As long as there's half in each, okay? And then separate these in half as well. There's only 3 here. So I'll put them this way. Now you have this, okay? Now the easiest thing now is just to cut these, but they don't really show you cutting these yet. You tie this into a knot. So here, if you don't have a lot on the end here, you're going to have a really hard time tying a knot. Okay? So now you have that. And then now I think you can cut this off. You really don't need these long. You're taking it off of here. Now what I did here too is I made this smaller. Remember it said a finger's width? I think the smaller the better there, because then your loops are tighter and your bracelet ends don't have so much extra loop. Now you're taking this, putting it through here. Now this will not fit my wrist. See what I'm saying? I think this should be small. If you want a really nice tight looking bracelet end. And then you loop this and tie this tight, double knot this. Okay, there, that's snug as a bug. Now, I guess you can leave these hang off. You don't have to cut them if you don't want. It just adds a little extra to the bracelet. So there is the 3 that I have done. And I would say you get better as you go. And, you know, you learn the process, you get better. And don't throw away your scraps, because you could do things with the scraps. Make smaller bracelets just by hand. And use them on your dolls or something. All right. There. I hope that clears things up for you. It sure took me a little bit to understand, but it's the LoopDeDoo. And again, thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.
thanks for watching.